Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Ain't no sunshine when she...
Yeah, this was the scene at Hard Rock Stadium within the last couple of hours during pregame. A heavy rain, it's lightened up. How will it affect the field conditions today? Here's Jen Hale with the latest.
Chris, right now, spitting rain, and then a moment later, you need your sunglasses. But the good news is, take a look. This field, it's in great condition despite all that torrential rain earlier this morning. Underneath this turf, there's a series of vacuums and pumps that can drain up to 1,000 gallons of water per minute. They've also got blowers that shoot air up to control the moisture. So talking to coaches on both sides, they don't think footing, changing cleats is going to be an issue. But that spitting rain, slip footballs, that's going to be the problem for snappers, holders, wide receivers, running backs. Ball security is going to be at a premium today, guys.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. 75 degrees and still decreasing, but a chance of showers. The Saints won the toss. They'd rather kick it off, play defense to start, get the ball to start the second half. Charlie Smith, international pathway player, came through the program. He's been with the Saints for a couple of seasons. He's the kicker, replacing Blake Grupe. This is his first NFL game, coming up from the practice squad from Northern Ireland. And he gets week 13 for these two teams started. Yard line of New Orleans. Kind of surprised they didn't stay with the run in that series, although they had some people open and misfired. Saints on offense, trailing 7-0. Well, for Dolphin fans, their team has taken them on a wild ride this year. They got off to that 0-3 start, allowing a league high over 32 points. First win of the season, though, came in week 4 against the Jets. Then 3 consecutive losses. In 2 of those games, they lost the lead in the final 2 minutes, Panthers and Chargers, but they got back on track, winning 3 of 4, heading into their bye weekend. That shocking win over the Buffalo Bills is what had some heads turned around the league. Anthony Weaver, his defense, making a statement in that game and improving in those last 4 games. And the offense, after that defense did its job against Shuck and the Saints. Shucks. But talking about Devon Achane, the do-it-all back, came in, I mentioned, 4th in rushing, over 900 yards now. 2nd among NFL running backs in catches. Already has a touchdown today. And after that 60-yard punt out to the 20, extra lineman is in, and so is Achane. With Carissa Thompson. Hey, Carissa.
Hello, Chris. Panthers trying to stay alive in the NFC playoff picture, down 7 to the Rams. Bryce Young dumps it off to Chuba Hubbard, who does the rest. 35 yards for the score. Panthers-Rams all tied at 7. Chris?
All right, thank you. The Panthers, who had that big upset of the Packers, but that lost on Monday night. Kind of a split personality. The Rams have been steady. We'll keep an eye on that game. The AFC playoff picture here in week 13. Who would have thought? Patriots, Broncos, Colts leading their division, Steelers with Aaron Rodgers. And then the wild card picture. You see what has to happen for the Dolphins. They're really on the fringe. I mean, percentage points to try to stay in the wild card hunt. But if they win out, who knows? Crazier things have happened in the NFL. That pass from Saturday on Fox, a couple of iconic programs go head-to-head as the top 15 showdown. Freshman phenom Cameron Boozer leads Duke, ranked number 4, against Tom Izzo's 11th-ranked Michigan State Spartans. It tips off 11:30 Eastern. College hoops on Fox. Dolphin fans and Saint fans enjoying the weather in the 70s without the rain. And that's good field position. And the last time the Saints came to this stadium, Super Bowl 44, Saints and Colts, remember they trailed at the half, and then the gutsy call by Sean Payton, that surprise onside kick. Can't do that now with new rules. And then Tracy Porter, the 4th quarter pick of Peyton Manning. Saints get the Super Bowl title. Drew Brees hosting the trophy. Now a broadcaster, an analyst for Fox Sports, calling NFL games. What a career. And in the semifinals for the Hall of Fame is Drew Brees. Pass is
Week 13 continues later today on Fox and CBS, followed by Sunday Night Football as the Broncos face the Commanders on NBC. And Week 13 concludes with Monday Night Football as the Giants square off against the Patriots on ESPN. Then Week 14 kicks off with Thursday Night Football on Prime Video. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Look at the most rush yards coming into this weekend. Of course, Jonathan Taylor leading the NFL in rushing. Those are some impressive names. So, second among running backs to Christian McCaffrey in catches, tied for most 29 rushes of 10 or more with Jonathan Taylor, and then the most scrimmage yards by a Dolphin running back in the first 11 games since Ricky Williams in more than 20 years back in 2002. Howden making the tackle. He's faster than Gibbs, who Staley compared him to a little bit.
Right, but he's just a little bit slower than our guy, Scott Katz. In high school, he ran a 4.3. So at least that's what he told us in the truck. So, I mean, big time performance. Achane can flat pick him up and put him down, no question about it.
Get another game break with Carissa Thompson.
Thank you, Chris. Bucks hoping to snap their 3-game losing streak. How about this? Baker Mayfield finds a wide-open Tristan Wirfs. That's right, the all-pro left tackle. His first catch and first career touchdown. Bucks lead this one 10-0 over the Cardinals.
All right, you got to like that. A lineman catching a touchdown. He'll never be the same.
No, exactly. Now he's going to want to be outside the numbers, and he's going to be looking for his play to be called. Edge.
Miami using a timeout. Hey, I want to shout out to my alma mater, Chaminade, when I went there. Chaminade Madonna High School. They advanced in the playoffs last Monday. They're in the semifinal. They won Friday night. They're going for a 5th straight championship. Great football school after I left, of course.
Yes.
And this is some, the state of Florida. This is Chaminade Madonna against True North Academy. And the state of Florida, like Louisiana, Texas, producing a lot of great high school talent. Central and Northwestern, those are some familiar high school programs that have put a lot of NFL players out there. And always good to see the Lions on a roll here in Hollywood, Florida. Money nails it from 48. 3 for 3 is Riley Patterson. And that's the end of the first half with a 16-0 Dolphin advantage. The big deal moment brought to you by Walmart, and he is a big deal. Devon Achane, outstanding. This was the opening drive when he dashed into the end zone for his 10th touchdown this season. Miami with the lead, and they've added to it since. Well, if you're the Saints, a couple of turnovers by your young quarterback, one a bad throw, one the pressure, lost the fumble. You get the ball first to start the second half.
Yeah, and I think you've got to make sure that you put your young quarterback in an opportunity to run the football, be good underneath with the passing game.
Dolphins have done well. 16-0 in the first half. From Miami Gardens, FLA.
Let's go, let's up 2, 1, 2, 3.
Achane for the end zone. He is in for a Dolphin touchdown. Pass is intercepted. That's today's Game Flow presented by Progressive. Mark Schlereth, Chris Myers, always good to be back in South Florida. Dolphins ready to kick it off to start the second half. Just 63 yards of total offense for the Saints, and they've turned it over twice. Achane's done well, but the Miami offense hasn't exactly lit the world on fire either.
Yeah, no, they haven't, and it's not how you start, it's how you finish. For Tua, he has got to be much better in this second half. They're running the ball much too well for him to continue to struggle. So calm down a little bit. Take advantage of the play action stuff and the running game that you guys have developed so far today.
Almost 200 yards of total offense for New Orleans, as you can see. Achane having a heck of a day as Pettis take that into the end zone. Jen Hale spoke with the head coach of the Dolphins a moment ago.
Coach, an interception for Tua in that first half, not the half he wanted. What are your priorities for him this half?
Well, I think the biggest thing is we have to play complementary football, and when your defense is playing this well,
You have to continue to run the football well. We can't shoot ourselves in the foot, and we have to stop having 3-point drives and have more 7-point drives. So execution in the low red will be critical.
Thanks, Coach. Best of luck.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Guys.
Defense in the first half. And remember, no Alvin Kamara in this game, so they stopped up the run with Neal.
Yep, and then they get to the edge right here, take away Mason Tipton. Really good getting off blocks and then create the turnovers. Fitzpatrick on the sack and Sealer on the scoop.
Saturday, for the first time in conference history, number 1 and number 2 collide in the Big Ten title game. Heisman hopefuls face off as number 1 Ohio State goes up against Fernando Mendoza and number 2 Indiana. The coverage begins at 6:30 Eastern on Fox. Julian Sand leading the Buckeyes over Michigan, and there's a former Ohio State star starring in this game. Pickup. Let's get a game break with Carissa.
Thank you, Chris. Panthers down 4, going for it on 4th down. Bryce Young dropping back, going to throw his second touchdown pass of the day. This one to Jalen Coker for a 33-yard score. Panthers in front over the Rams, 24-21. Chris.
Good day, sunshine. Good day.
Back here in South Florida, the rain early, clouds in and out. The sun's been out enough here. It usually is in the Sunshine State, even if a rain shower or two passes through. And after a 54-yard punt. Next Sunday, Joe Burrow and the Bengals go up against Josh Allen and the Bills, or the regional action. Keep an eye on Myles Garrett, that sack record for Cleveland. Caleb Williams and the Bears in a pivotal NFC North showdown go up against the Packers. Some will see Rams Cardinals. Check the local listings for the game in your area. The NFL on Fox. America runs on football. Die-hard Dolphin fans dressing up for the game. Tyler Shough, the rookie. This is 4th NFL start. First half it was rough. Suffered the pick, but the second half working to a couple of different receivers. High percentage throws. Getting the touchdown toss to Olave. And he's also run, and not just to pick up yardage on the ground, but to find an open receiver.
Yeah, he has, and they've really done a great job timing-wise, throwing those in-cutting routes, getting big chunk yardage. Vele was huge in their touchdown drive.
Now it's time for a game break. Here's Carissa.
Thank you, Chris. A back-and-forth battle between these two teams. Panthers going for it on 4th down. Bryce Young will throw his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. This one to Teteroa McMillan. So with the 6th lead change of the day, Panthers back in front 31-28. Rams driving with 4:43 remaining, Chris.
Thank you. Enjoyed the Christina Pink interview with Bryce Young on the pre-shows earlier today. And a first down run from Evan Hall. Jen?
Chris, hard to believe Charlie Smith's only been playing American football for 2 years. That's when that tryout unfolded. Been with the Saints. When his parents got the news that he would actually be playing in this game, they hopped a plane from Ireland, arrived at 1 a.m. this morning. His mom was in absolute tears on the field as she greeted her son. Phil Galliano, the special teams coordinator, told me, they brought in Cade York for a kicker competition because he wanted to watch how Charlie responded to competition and adversity. Obviously, the Saints were very pleased with what they saw. Charlie paying it off right there.
I can hear the clanging in pubs from Northern Ireland to New Orleans. The new wave old school head coach of the Dolphins survives. And so does his team. Tyler Shough had been getting positive yardage on the ground all day, so I don't question the call. It's just that he didn't get the blocks he needed, and the Dolphin defense stood strong. But we said the Dolphin, if they were going to win it, it would be the Dolphin defense.
Well, they tried everything they could to give the game away to the New Orleans Saints, but that defense shined when it had to.
Dolphins will go to 5-7. And they win 3 straight. What a finish. Let's head to New York. Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma.